In a quiet corner of the world, far away from big cities and loud streets, there was a small and peaceful village named Sundarpur. The village was simple, filled with green fields, soft wains, and tiny houses made of clay. Every morning the sun came gently over the hills, touching the rooftops with warm golden light. The birds sang softly and the air smelled fresh, like new beginnings. Life in Sundarpur moved slowly, like a calm river that never rushed. In this gentle village lived an old woman named Meera. She was small in size, but her heart was big and full of kindness. Her hair was silver, shining like moonlight, and her eyes were always warm, as if she carried a piece of sunshine inside them. Meera lived alone in a little house at the end of the village, but she was never sad. She believed that every day was a gift, and she welcomed it with a smile. Meera was known in Sundarpur for one special thing: her strong self-discipline. She woke up before the sun, cleaned her home, cooked her meals, and took care of her small garden with great love. Even though she had no one to remind her, she followed her routine every single day. She believed that discipline was like a friend who helped her live a peaceful life. But the children of the village did not understand this. They wondered why Meera worked so hard when she could simply rest. One day, a young girl named Tara came to visit Meera. Tara felt lost and upset because she always struggled to finish her schoolwork, and she often gave up when things became difficult. She asked Meera, "How do you stay so calm and strong every day? How do you do everything on time?" Meera smiled gently and invited Tara to sit beside her. The old woman gave her warm tea and spoke in a soft voice. "My child, self-discipline is not something big or scary. It starts with small steps. It is choosing what is right even when it is not easy. It is doing a little each day until your heart becomes steady." Tara listened carefully. She felt something warm inside, as if Meera's words were lighting a small lamp in her heart. And this was the beginning of a lesson that would change her life forever. In the same quiet village of Sundarpur, there lived a young boy named Ravi. Everyone knew Ravi as a bright and cheerful child, but lately something had changed. His smile had become smaller, and his eyes often looked tired and worried. He did not play with his friends as much as he used to, and he kept sitting alone under the old banyan tree near the village well. Ravi was sad because he felt he was always failing. He wanted to be good in school, he wanted to help his parents, and he wanted to make everyone proud. But no matter how hard he tried, he felt that he could not do things right. When he read his books, his mind wandered away. When he tried to do his homework, he became restless. He would start, stop, start again, and then give up. Every day felt heavy on his young shoulders. His parents worked long hours in the fields, and Ravi wished he could help them more. But he often forgot the tasks they gave him. Sometimes he would forget to bring water from the well, or he would misplace simple tools. This made him feel even more upset. He thought, "Why can't I be like other children? Why can't I finish things? Why am I always making small mistakes?" Ravi carried these worries silently in his heart. He did not tell his parents because he did not want to trouble them. He did not tell his friends because he was afraid they would laugh or not understand. So he kept everything inside, and the sadness grew slowly, like a small cloud that becomes bigger each day. One afternoon, when the sun was warm and the air was soft, Ravi sat under the banyan tree with his head resting on his knees. He felt like crying, but no tears came. At that moment, Meera, the old woman from the edge of the village, was passing by. She noticed the quiet sadness in Ravi's eyes. She had seen such eyes before, eyes that needed comfort, understanding, and hope. Meera walked up to him gently and asked, "Ravi, my child, why do you sit here with such a heavy heart?" Ravi looked up slowly. For the first time, he felt he could not hide his feelings anymore. And with a trembling voice, he whispered, "I don't know what is wrong with me. I try, but I never finish anything. I feel like I am failing in everything." Meera listened with deep care. Knowing that this moment could change his life, Meera sat down beside Ravi and placed a gentle hand on his shoulder. Her voice was soft like the evening breeze. "Ravi," she said, "many people feel the way you feel. You are not alone. But there is a small secret that can help you. It is called self-discipline. It may sound difficult, but it grows slowly, just like a seed. Ravi listened quietly, his eyes full of worry and hope. Mira continued. Let me tell you a little story that my grandmother once told me. She smiled and began. There was once a young boy who wanted to climb a tall hill. Every day he tried to climb it, but he stopped halfway because he became tired. One morning, an old shepherd saw him sitting sadly on a rock. The shepherd asked, Why are you giving up? The boy said, The hill is too big. I cannot climb it. The shepherd smiled and said, Then do not climb the hill all at once. Take 10 steps today? Just 10. Tomorrow, take 10 more. One day, without even knowing it, you will reach the top. The boy did as he was told. 10 steps each day. Some days were easy, some were hard. But he did not stop. And after many days, he finally stood at the top of the hill, surprised and proud. Mira looked at Ravi kindly. You see, my child? You do not have to finish everything in one day. You do not have to be perfect. Take small steps. Do a little work every day. Discipline grows when you keep trying, even slowly. Ravi felt warmth in his heart. Mira's words were simple, but they felt strong. He nodded softly, feeling a small piece of hope returning to him the next morning. Ravi woke up with Mira's words still in his heart. The sun was gently rising over Sundarpur, painting the sky in soft orange and pink. Ravi sat up in his small bed and whispered to himself, Just 10 steps. Just a little each day. His voice was quiet, but it carried a new kind of strength. Instead of rushing or worrying, Ravi decided to start small. He looked at his school books and chose just one page to read. Only one. At first, his mind tried to wander, but he reminded himself of the boy in Mira's story. 10 steps. So he read slowly with patience. When he finished the page, he felt a tiny spark of pride. It was not much, but it was more than he had done yesterday. After school, his mother asked him to bring water from the well. Usually Ravi would forget or lose focus. But today he told himself softly, one task at a time. He walked to the well, filled the pot carefully, and brought it home without rushing. His mother smiled and said, Thank you, Ravi. Her smile made his heart feel lighter. Every day after that, Ravi tried to do small things with care. He cleaned his school bag for 5 minutes. He practiced writing just a few lines. He helped his father in the field for a short while, without thinking about all the work left to do. Little by little, he began to believe in himself again. Ravi still made mistakes, but he did not feel broken anymore. When he felt worried, he took a deep breath and remembered Mira's gentle voice. Do a little each day. Discipline grows slowly. Slowly, his sadness began to fade, and a soft, steady confidence started to grow in its place. Weeks passed, and the soft winds of Sundarpur carried quiet changes into Ravi's life. His steps became steadier, his smile grew warmer, and the sadness that once filled his eyes slowly disappeared. The villagers began to notice that Ravi looked different, not suddenly perfect, but calmer, brighter, and more sure of himself. At school, Ravi's teacher was surprised when he handed in his homework on time. It was not perfect, but it was neat and complete. Well done, Ravi, she said with gentle pride. Her words filled him with a happiness he had not felt in a long time. He realized that small efforts truly made a big difference. At home, his parents noticed the change too. He remembered the tasks they gave him, and even if he did them slowly, he did them with care. One evening, his father placed a hand on his shoulder and said, You are growing stronger, my son. Ravi felt his heart shine at those words. The biggest change came from inside him. He no longer saw himself as a failure. When something felt difficult, he reminded himself, just 10 steps. A little each day. This simple thought helped him stay calm, even during hard moments. One sunny afternoon, Ravi returned to the old banyan tree where he used to sit in sadness. But this time he was smiling. Mira was nearby, watering her small garden. Ravi ran to her and said joyfully, Mira Dadi, I am doing better now. Your story helped me. Mira looked at him with warm eyes. I always knew you could do it, she said softly. Ravi looked toward the bright sky above the village. He felt hope blooming inside him like a new flower. He understood now that change did not come from being perfect, it came from trying, little by little, every day, and that was the beginning of a happier, stronger life for Ravi. True change begins with small steps. When we think positively, stay patient, and try a little every day, even the hardest things become easier. Self-discipline is not about being perfect. It is about being kind to ourselves, growing slowly, and never giving up hope.